Good morning, petal flowers. Monday the 19th today, and I am just going to give you a little update on just some of the seeds that I've sown at the minute and how they're coming along. I am so sorry with all the renovations. There's absolutely nowhere to put anything. I've had to try and squeeze them into my craft table. So let's go. I'll be back in a wee mo and see what we've got. Right, so we'll start over here. This is all pots are absolutely covered in dust. Everything's covered in dust. I've gave them just a wee quick wipe. These plants will be getting potted up when they put on some more leaves, fingers crossed, into other pots with fresh compost. But I just want to wait and see if they grow on a little bit more. As I said, I think I've got about 7 out of 10 that I've managed to overwinter. This is overwinter. The Pobo, Lano, Anko is the two that's in here. Now this one over on your left hand side I think is looking rather dodgy. This one here, sprouts are just starting to come out the side of them. I have a mixture of sweet peppers here and some chilies. I think some of them are is it Long Joes, Long Johns, or Long Joe? Long Joes, I think. This one here is shop bought. Tiny sweet peppers are absolutely delicious. I had sown those seeds along with tiny tomatoes, so we have yet to find out if that one, because stupid me never written down what that one was. This one could be tomatoes or it could be the sweet peppers. This one here, yet again, there's absolutely no tag on it. This is the pot. Now these pots has actually been taken out of the greenhouse, and this is where they had grown last summer. So as I said, they are going to get potted on with fresh compost or whatever, but I'm going to wait until such times that we get some more leaves. And as you can see, the 3 round the side of this one are dead. Yep, so we'll need to get them taken out. So no idea what that's going to be, but it will be a pepper of some variety, and that is enough for me. This is just, as you can see, has got a chili label on it, so God knows what that one is either. But looking all in all, because we've had the heating off for quite a few weeks just before Christmas there, and we're just using the log burner, the log fire. So they've done not bad with having no covers on them and being in the cold in the house. So I'm pretty pleased with them, guys. So that's them, and we'll go on now and we'll have a wee look at the seeds that I've been sowing. Right, so where are we? This morning I've already potted them up. Let me see where my little colander is, or my little sieve. I don't know if you can see that, guys, because they're absolutely tiny. These are toty wee cherry tomatoes that I was shop bought last week. Dried a few slices out, took the seeds out, and I have just called them Pop, because that's what they're like. They're like wee sweeties that you can just... I decided to call these Pop. I've no idea, as I've bought them out of the supermarket. But because they're so tiny and they just like little sweeties and you pop them in your mouth, I've decided to call them Pop. So I have sown some of them this morning. And then I'll put my little water bottle lid on that, try and keep some heat in, and I've stuck it in this lovely little cup plant pot. So fingers crossed for those germinating. And the reason that I have done these ones, guys, is because 10 days ago we had tomatoes yet again for our dinner, and it was very large ones. Large firm ones, let's say large shop bought tomatoes 10 days ago. Took the seeds out and I never even rinsed them off under the tap. I just planted them up, sown them, stuck them in here with some vermiculite, with all the wee gelatine that surrounds them. And after 10 days, guys, They're looking absolutely fantastic, hence that's why I've done the same this morning with those little pop tomatoes. Now I have a tray in the bathroom with my chilli seeds, and they've been in there for about 3 weeks, and I know chillies are quite slow to germinate, but I'm thinking that I've lost that tray of chilli seeds because we're getting nothing. These are a year old plants, a year old seeds, sorry, and these are the black tomato indigo rose, and there must have been about 8 in there, and we've only got 2 germinated in there so far, and probably that is all we're going to get. So I cut my water bottle, but because of my infections I've got to drink tons and tons and tons and tons of water. So I've decided to keep the bottles, and usually when they're at the seed stage, oh, I need to change that one there that I've just put in the lovely cup, because when I'm starting them off, the seed sown, I use the bottom of the water bottle, and it's the bottom of the water bottle that goes over the top of the seeds and acts like a wee greenhouse. And then as they start growing, like as you can see in this one here, I use the top of the water bottle and take the lid off. So it still acts like a wee greenhouse, but there's plenty of air getting in. Right, let's see what next one we've got here. This again, there was about 8 or 9 tomato seeds in here. These are San Marzano. These were bought last year, seeds, and I'm quite happy. As I said, I'm not going to grow as much as I did last year, and I'm absolutely delighted with these ones here for the shop bought. They seem to be, I've done an awful lot better than the seeds that you buy in the shop, so give it a bash, guys, if you've not got seeds in the house. So we've got 3 there of the San Marzano that have come up, so that'll be fine, I think, plenty for me. Let me see what we've got at the back. This is a Tasty Grill large pepper, and as you see, yet again, very poor germination. But if I can get that one plant to grow, then I'll be more than happy. I love my tomatoes, but as I said, I'm cutting them back this year, my seed sowings. I've just not got the space in this garden for loads and loads, and as I said, I left tons. I was left with tons last year. Now what I'm going to say is I've got these older seeds. I think these are almost 2-year-old. These are like the Long Joe's Cayenne, but I think you call them back home. Is it Long Joe's or Long John? Somebody can let me know. Piment de Cayenne. Now these are 2 years old, and they've never ever let me down. And I'm going to re-sow some of them later on today. There's quite a few in there. There may be at least 20 in there. So for the seeds that I've got that's in the bathroom that they're showing absolutely no sign of popping through the soil, I shall re-sow again today. So be back in a minute, because I did get some postage. I got a little bit of postage through on Friday, I think it was, last week, from Birch Tree Gardening Gardener. Now, this is Laura, who has our channel, and she's from Canada. Hiya, Laura. And she decided, I don't know if you've watched one of my videos a few weeks back there, where I had stupidly not closed the outside storage box, and some of my saved seeds from last year, in fact a full box, some of my saved seeds plus some of shop bought seeds, absolutely soaking wet, mouldy, not worth cack, which was seriously disappointing. So Laura has sent me all of these seeds. I asked her if she wanted me to pay the postage or anything in return. She said me growing them and her seeing them grow would be thanks enough. So Laura, if you were here, I'd give you the biggest hug on the planet for sending me these. But here, we'll go through them quickly. We'll have broccoli with calabrese. I've written wee notes at the top to keep me in mind as sowing, etc, etc. So we've got that. I can't wait to start growing this. We have large Italian leaf basil. Absolutely love basil. Looking forward to growing that one. This is a dwarf Siberian kale. Now I've got the oh, what's the name of the kale I've got out there? Scarlet. That I've got out in the garden at the minute. So this is a dwarf variety, and it says you can grow them in pots. Tender and a lot milder than our normal ones that we grow, guys, and it's ideal. The very young leaves are excellent for salads, etc. So I'm looking forward if they're tender and milder. So these are probably the ones, guys, if you want to buy, if you like kale but you find the taste a wee bit strong, maybe go over and have a wee bash at that one there, the Siberian one. Cabbage Brunswick. I think these are the cabbages that are meant to be absolutely massive heads on them. Excellent for making sauerkraut and coleslaw, etc. So that's that. We have some endive. This is the Batavine. I think it's a Batvarian endive. And these sell in their thousands here in France and Intermarché. So I'm looking forward to doing them. It says, now some of your endive or endives you've got to blanch, and it doesn't say anything on the packet here as to blanching this one. So we'll see how we go with that. Also sent me some catnip. I have got this in the garden, but I think the one that I've got in the garden has got blue flowers. So we'll sow some of that anyway, just in case. Brussels sprouts catskill. Again, these are meant to be a dwarf or a semi-dwarf variety. And also can be grown in pots. Not too sure about pots, as everybody, if you watch my videos, know the problems that I've been having trying to get Brussels sprouts. And I've got a feeling that putting them in pots, the soil will just definitely not be firm enough. But we'll be giving this a bash and looking forward to growing Brussels sprouts. The name is catskill, heirloom variety, dwarf or semi-dwarf. And last but not least, we have cauliflower snowball. Now I did get some cauliflower last year, sorry. Small heads, but delicious nonetheless. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to try and see if we can get some big-headed cauliflowers this year. Well, apart from that, I also got another little present from Laura. And she has sent me a Canadian beaver. So that's Bertie Beaver. I've already named him. Bertie Beaver, my lovely Canadian beaver sent from Laura that is going on my fridge. Toot sweet. So there we go, guys. That's my wee video for this morning. Jump across if you do want to see Laura's channel, Birch Tree Gardening Gardener. I'll just put that up there for you guys. Thanks very much from the bottom of my heart, Laura. You're an absolute diamond. You're an angel. Looking forward to these growing. I hope I don't let you down, and I hope we manage to get something out of all of these. And just before I go, finally, I've just watched William Coleman's his recent video that he's put up. He's absolutely daft as a brush. I've already subscribed to William. But if you want to have a look, jump over and have a wee gander at his channel and see what he's all about. And if you like, sub and give him a sub and a wee thumbs up, because I laughed my socks off this morning watching his channel. Okay, so that's me for today. Little update. Not a lot of seeds on the go at the minute. I do have cabbages that have come out that was sown about 10 days ago, and they are in the plastic greenhouse outside, but it's far too wet to get out there. And we'll do that in another update. So here we go. I'll just finish off with that. So from me, au revoir, toodle pip, guys. Keep warm. Bye.